guys, welcome back to Marraca Games. We are on part 4 of Obduction. So in the last one we decided to just go ahead and stick with the walkthrough just for the sake of the story so we can get through it. And so I went and I read ahead on what we're supposed to do, and I actually wrote down notes because I listened to my last video, listened to it back, and I was doing a lot of and the walkthrough says we gotta go, and it was it was not it. So I took notes, 3.5 pages of notes actually, and that's the thinned out version of the walkthrough to get through this next part in the game. So I've got notes, we're ready to go, and now we are finally gonna go down and get to see the heart of the tree in Hunrath. So let's get at it. Alrighty, so this is where we left off in the last episode. We finally made our way in here into the tree that produces the seeds, and now we're gonna come down here and figure out what we need to do. Well, we're not really gonna figure it out because I already know what I'm supposed to do because I looked ahead at the walkthrough, but it's still gonna be fun. I'm really excited. We're actually gonna go to a whole nother planet today here in just a little bit, and it's gonna be really, really, really cool. I've actually already been to it. In the last episode I talked about how I ran around for like 2 hours because I didn't know what I was doing, and I went to this planet already, but I'm still excited for you guys to see it. Whoa. Okay, so the walkthrough said there's a basin down here we're supposed to come down and find, and it should be full of water because we already turned the water on, and then we have to turn this valve right here. So I'm assuming, yeah, this is the basin it must have been talking about. So we've got water in there. I don't know if that's actually going to fill all the way up. It's not even touching the roots, but whoa, what the fuck? Holy shit. Look at this place. I know it talked about how there were different color-coded, it just said walkways. I didn't realize it was going to be out in the middle of freaking outer space, man. Oh, that one's floating away. Cool, let's go look at the other ones. So, they kind of look like maybe they all look the same. Dang, so this is all different parts that go maybe to the different planets that the other aliens are from? This is red down here. Man, that is super, super cool. Look at that nebula. Okay, so we gotta turn this valve. Okay, so we got the achievement, the glow must flow. Oh, there we go, now it's filling up. Perfect. Okay, so now that we've done this, and we've reconnected the tree... Oh, the water's flowing through. Whoa! Dang, alright, so we activated the magic tree, and we got water flowing to all of these different corridors that have these gates at the ends. Cool. Wait, are there 4? No, okay, I thought there was another walkway right back there, but there are only 3 up here. Cool. Alright, so now we need to go back and talk to CW now that we've got the tree done. Apparently that thing I plugged in up in the tower that I thought was the battery he was asking for, was not the battery that he was asking for. So we still have to figure that out, but a lot of loading coming in and out of here in this area. Ooh, that sounds crazy now. The tree turned yellow, it was red. Cool. Okay, so there's other red trees I saw on the other planets too. I wonder if we have to go down to the heart of all of them and do this. That looks so cool down there. All glowy and stuff. Cool. Alright, let's go see CW. Alright, here we go. Ding dong. I finally did what you asked me to.
You just keep connecting all the trees, all the roots. I gotta finish the plates around the tree. I'll get them connected to my battery. already done so. I need that battery cable plugged in. Remember, everything connected.
I don't suppose you could maybe tell me where this battery is, my dude, because I don't know what battery you're talking about. I don't think I even saw the part in the walkthrough just yet where we get to where we plug the battery in. So I thought it was this blue thing up here, this spot. I thought that's what he was talking about, that he wanted me to plug in. There's like a little thing that you could turn, but apparently that's not what he wanted, so... Alright, so next we need to go to the mayor's house. We have to go up the elevator to the very top. And then we are going to go to one of those stone teleporters that I showed you guys last time whenever we were walking around. I was like, oh, these teleport you to different places. We're going to go through one of those, and it's going to be really cool. So I'll bring you back once we get up to the mayor's house. Alrighty, here we go, back at the elevator. Finally gonna get to go up in the tall tower part. Oh. Wait. That's where we came in. Okay, I was like, what? That's not where I wanted to go. Alrighty, we should get a pretty cool view of Hunrath. Oh yeah, look at that. Dang, that's really cool. So we got some TVs. So these apparently, from what I read, are things that show you where you've restored power. So Hunrath has power. We did accomplish that. Marraca does not have power. The Mofang and Kaptar does not have any power yet. So I think we're going to have to restore that in order to restore their tree. Oh wow, look at that. They got like a security camera where you can see inside of the gas station. Weird. Dang, look at the view. You can see all of this landscape out here. The weird thing is, like, I thought if we went to another area, especially like where the Mofang are from, for example, because we looked at the planet that was called Soria, because we saw... Oh, there's multiple planets. Oh, that's right, because we looked at that... look, there's another one back there. So we looked at the... board that was in Farley's house, and it had all 4 planets sitting close to each other like this. So I don't think that this is naturally occurring, but it seemed like maybe the mother seeds brought the planets together and then it popped little pieces of each planet like this together so that we could interact. But again, so like what purpose? What sentient tree would have a purpose for us to do stuff like that? Dang, this is cool. Okay, so I think you were just supposed to come up here to kind of look around at what you were doing. So we came up here, alright, so the next thing is to go to that teleporter I was telling you about, and it's going to blow your mind, guys. It is way, way, way cool. Actually, before we leave, I'm going to push this button. Nothing. Cool. Perfect. Love it. Alright, see you at the teleporter. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed or not yet, but I got a new microphone, and it is lovely, buttery, smooth, clear wonderfulness. Well, way better than the headset microphone anyway. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright. Up the elevator. Up the elevator. So we're gonna come up to this little spot over here where I told you that I dropped that walkway. And we're going to go to that teleporter that's right over there. So I thought that we were going to be going to Marraca first, but we're actually not. We are going to Kaptar. Right? Yeah, Kaptar. I was like, that sounds too much like Reptar. I feel like that's not right. But it is. It's Kaptar. So this is where Farley went whenever she... Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. This is where Farley went whenever she was working with the Arai aliens. The beetle ones that she was talking to. Those are the ones that she was working with. Alright, I think I went the wrong way. I think it is this teleporter, but I thought I remembered it looking different. I thought that it looked more like all of this was like gray stone, but maybe not. So this is like an artificial seed. the ambassador seeds that they were using. Or maybe it's not artificial, I don't know. I can't wait for y'all to see this place. It's so fucking cool. It blew my mind whenever I came in here the first time. I think we're gonna pop in somewhere different than I did the first time though. I don't think this takes you back to like, oh, I didn't know you could look around in here. I don't think this is gonna take me back to the very beginning where I actually started the first time that I visited. Or, no, it did. It did. It brought me back. All right, look at this place. Bonkers. It's so cool. There's so much more. It's very neat and like atmospheric and like it's so cool. Okay, so let's flip this switch. So this will bring this over. So the first time I came in, this was already set up right here. And you have to come across to this thing. This upper part that's moving wasn't powered. So you have to come down the stairs and you got to turn this valve and that starts whatever is powering this thing. I don't know if it's wind powered or steam powered or exactly how it works. So you have to come up here and then you turn it and it'll bring you over to this part. But like, look at this place. And you can see the Arai all over the place. Like there's one sitting up there. There's another one that's right over there on the wall. They're like all over. I just want to come out to the end of this and look down. Like look, they got all these big hooks and there's like anchors and chains and like all kinds of stuff. It is so cool. So if you come back in here and then flip that switch that way, then it'll turn it where you can come out over to this part. And there is some kind of little like red switch. This does, I don't know what this does and I'm not going to touch it because the walkthrough said not to touch it. And last time I touched stuff, I fucked it up. So I'm not going to do that. So you can come down these stairs. I'm going to walk a little bit slower. I've already seen this, so I'm like ready to sprint through, but I know you guys haven't, so I'm going to go a little bit slower so that you can see. You can see the Mofang's beam that's up here, and all these big chains and everything, and this big, huge canyon. It's crazy. Also, I'm really glad you can't walk off the edge, thank God, because I would have died a long time ago if that was the case. So I was kind of right in that other sphere that sort of looks like this, the one that we went into before. These kind of are space barnacles because that's where the beetles come from, and that's what it was talking about. Like, look at these big hook things. And I think this is cool, even though they're like beetles, that they have technology. And I don't know if this is from them, but this looks kind of like insect legs, you know what I mean? Like how they can like grab onto stuff and things like that. And maybe I'm just overanalyzing things, but I still thought it was cool. They have these fish looking like drawings on the wall and everything. There's more of them over here that look like water. It's very, very neat. And then there's some really big like, well, you'll see it in a minute. I don't want to give it away. Like, look at this place though. Isn't that crazy? It's like a whole city, like a whole stone city. It kind of looks like something out of like, oh gosh, what is that game that Jacksepticeye played a long time ago? It was like the one with the Trico. I don't remember what that game is called, but the ruins in that game kind of remind me of this. They look really neat, and I like these big banners. I'll show you in a minute. They're actually made out of like scales. So now we need to go through another transmitter or transporter that's over here. These are the scales it's made out of. I don't know if these are from bugs. It looked kind of like fish people a minute ago, and look at these statues. So I don't know if the Arai live with these on their planet, or if this is what the, not the patriarch, what are they called? Whatever they were, the like leader ones of this race, if that's what they look like, and they have scales and stuff. So there's a lot of these statues around. Some are destroyed and stuff like that, but they're like all over the place. So you gotta come up this way, and then this shows one of the big mechanisms that they have in here. It's like all this metal and stuff like that, and apparently these are the big like anchors, these things are, and you can activate these and they'll swing out and do different things, which is really cool as well. So we need to go this way. Okay, so I think I did this part already. So last time I couldn't get all the way out here. There was like a piece of like a room that was sitting here that had a transporter in it, and it makes a shortcut for you that goes to the house that had the little snail thing in it. So that must be back there. But whenever I was reading the walkthrough, you were just supposed to go through that and then come back here anyway. So let's see what the next step was supposed to be. Yeah, find the shortcut to Hunrath. And then we're supposed to go back up this set of stairs that's across here. So it's right by where we came in. So normally if the transporter was there, you would just take it, and then you would take it back, and then you take it back to Hunrath again later. So I think it's okay that it's just sitting in Hunrath. I'll just have to walk back the long way to get to where we were going. So right over here is where we came in. This little walkway over here to the right, and we're going to go up this big set of stairs. But they have another tree here as well. That's what I was saying. I was wondering if we were going to have to fix this one as well. This is where I ran around for those 2 hours in before the last video that I uploaded, trying to figure out what I was doing. But it's really, really neat. It's a really cool environment. And you can kind of see over into this other area. I went through the transporter that was for the Mofang, I believe, or the Valayans, and that's what that looked like. So I don't know if... I think this is on the Valayans planet, but Kaptar is from the Arai planet, kind of like we're on another planet in Hunrath, but it's part of Earth. Isn't this cool? But yeah, that would make a really cool thumbnail. So you kind of just keep making your way up around this way, and I think I got to this part and I didn't realize this was plants, and I was like, is this blood? There's plants right there, but is this bug blood because they've been like fighting and stuff? I don't think it's blood. I think it's just plant stuff, I hope. I don't know. I haven't found anything that proved me wrong. So you're going to come down here to this big mechanism right here, right? And this one I noticed last time I was here, the anchor is broken off of it. And it's obviously too big to try to put back on, so you have to come in here, come over this way, and you can look at this big thing. It's so cool the way they put it all together. And then once you come in here, there's this little cave opening right by it that's like straight from the stairs where you came in. And then this is the machine with all the buttons and the knobs and the things, and it does stuff, and I couldn't figure it out. I thought, like, see how that one flicks a new light on? I was like, it makes a bunch of noise in the background, it's super ominous and weird. All these things, every button on here except that one does something, and it changes the lights, and I was like, oh no, I'm never gonna figure this out. But you know what's funny? I spent 30 minutes working on this thing, trying to solve this little light puzzle. You don't even have to do anything with it. It doesn't fucking matter at all. Stupid. So after I got all confused by that, I looked over here too and got freaked out because there's a ride just there, like just sitting on the wall that close. But the next step that you have to do is to come down this little walkway. You have to come out here. And it was saying that there is a lever or something. What does it say? Let me look at my notes. So we have to take the stairs where you came in, go to the weird machine area, the little, I called it the Russian machine because it looked like it had Russian written on the back of it. Cross the stairs by the well, which is what I was calling this, past the machine, and then use the lever first and then turn a valve. So we're looking for a lever and a valve. Seeing that up here, so maybe I do have to go down these stairs. I didn't watch any walkthrough videos, I was just reading one. Here we go, yeah. So it said for this to work, well, you're supposed to flip the lever first. So that was the first valve that we just saw that we walked by, but this is the valve that we're worried about right now. So we need to flip this first, because that lowers this piece down into this cog, and that's what we're trying to turn. So you have to do that, and then you turn this. And then that starts the windmill. Oh my god. This is so cool! Oh my gosh, this is amazing! Alright, so after we do that, you activate the windmill, and then we have to go back to the valve that we passed, and then you have to activate that one. So this is the one that you passed. Holy shit. Oh god, I thought something was falling, it scared me. So this is making stuff move. So this right here, this is part of a problem that we have to solve next. And this one up here as well. There's 4 spots that are just touching, but they're not actually connecting and moving and doing what they're supposed to be doing. So to fix that, you have to come up the stairs and go to that little, what I thought looked like a well the first time I went up to it. This little part is lowered down. This is actually a control panel. So you're going to come up the stairs right here. And then you get to use it, and it has this little switch that you activate, right? And you have to flip this right when it touches. There we go. I don't know how to... I'm trying to use my, like, WASD buttons, and it's just taking me off of this, so maybe I have to move it. How do I move it? Because there's other ones you have to fix. Alright. Keep it on there. Okay. So if I try to look down, it's not working. So how do I adjust that? Because just moving my mouse is not doing anything. It won't let me do it with the WASD pads. I'm right-clicking. Can I maybe... can turn that. Okay. I can't... there we go, okay. So I just wasn't grabbing it exactly, god damn it. I wasn't grabbing it exactly the right place to try to turn this thing, so I was doing it right. You just have to click beside it and pull. There we go. Okay, so now we have all 4 connected, so that was the, oh, I missed one. I missed whenever I went by. Alright, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, alright, we got all 4 connected. So after you do that, the next step is to... we operated this device, we got everything connected. So now we have to go back to the teleporter to the Hunrath house. Which, like I said, that's not actually in Kaptar for me anymore because I had moved it already and I forgot to teleport back. I just walked out of the house, so we're gonna go back the way we came. Well, I guess can't really fall in there, but it felt like I was gonna fall in there. So we're gonna go back to that entrance that we were at where we came in, and I'll see you in Hunrath. Alrighty guys, so we are back in Hunrath, and so the next step is going to be, so here's the teleporter. This is one that I was talking about, right? So you're supposed to take this into here. So normally what we would have done instead of having to go back the long way and walk around would be to take this teleporter, which was sitting by where the orange or the red laser was, which was right here. So this is actually a map of Kaptar. I saw it the first time and I was like, what am I looking at? But this was the tree. This is the area where we came in with the gates, where you appear and everything. And then that's the transporter that put us in there. And then this is a transporter that is right here. So now that we've come out of here, the next step is to come out, and you gotta look in here, and there's supposed to be a transporter. Yep, this one's sitting right here. It's accessible from the railway, which means that in order to take down the red laser that is in, God, I keep forgetting what the place is called. It sounds like Reptar. Not Reptar? Kaptar. That's what it is. In Kaptar, you have to take the lay-in little laser buggy. You have to take it in there, and then you get to transport it in with you to sit in it and activate the transporter while you're sitting in it, and then that will take you where you need to go. I lost the card. Alright, give me just a minute. Alright, I'm pretty sure that I left the cart up here because I was able to take it through the wall and I got all excited because I got to transport it and I was like, oh my god, what are we gonna do up here? Nothing. Nothing yet. Nothing that I know about yet, so hopefully... Yeah, there it is! Alright, so I gotta get this thing back to Hunrath. This is a way to turn around, I think. No, because that doesn't connect to anything. Okay, so I just know that it's really important that whenever you go into that mine shaft where I showed you that you can get to the transporter, that you're facing forward. You don't want to be facing backwards whenever you go in there, otherwise you have to come out and turn around and do all of that stuff. So I'm going to try to get this thing in there. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. This is where we need to go, but I'm facing the wrong way, so I need to get turned around. I don't think that goes in like a circle over there. Or does it? Let's see. No. Go the other way. Ugh. Going in there doesn't do anything, so I need to back up. And then we can get here. That just goes over to those rocks. Which actually, now that we're faced this way, we could go ahead and blast those while we're at it. Because I was always faced the wrong way and couldn't do this before, so I got turned around somehow. I just need to figure out how to get turned around again. Did we get it? Yeah, that's open. I just wanted to go ahead and open that for later because we don't really need it to be open for right now. Okay. How the hell do I get this thing turned around? Oh, okay, so this is how you get turned around. I'm back up here at the scrapyard. So you gotta back up down this side. Then you come back this way. And then I think you flip this the other way. And then whenever I come around, I should be facing the right way? I think, because the gun was facing forward already when I got over here. So, maybe not. Because I came in like this, with like my butt facing this way, and I need my butt to go the other way. Why is the minecart the hardest part of this so far? Minecarts and math. This game is humbling me, you guys. It really is. I think maybe I've not been down here with the minecart, so maybe if we come in here, it'll give us a place to turn around, or it'll connect somewhere else that we could shoot that will help with that. Or, you know, it'll just stop immediately at the entrance and be of no use at all. I don't want to go in there just yet because I'm not sure what next part that's attached to, and I keep getting very far ahead of myself in this game by adventuring too much, so I'm just gonna follow directions. hope that works. I'm trying real hard to get this fucking thing turned around right now. So maybe if I go this way... It was facing the right way in the first place, like whenever I came down from here. So I don't know how I messed this up this bad. Nope. This only goes in here, I think. And that's where it was lifted up. And it was dropped down facing the opposite. So I figured out how to turn it around somehow on accident, but now I can't turn it back around on purpose. This way? Right? I think that's right. I think I did it, because I think you're supposed to have your butt facing this way. Right? Wait. I don't know. Let's go see. Nope, not that way. So I think the gun was facing out this way, and I come in here and you turn it around. That way you can go do different stuff. So when I go in and I back up in the next spot to change directions, and whenever I back up into it and then go forward, I should be going forward with the gun facing forward. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's see. Yeah, because I think I was backing up this a minute ago, so now whenever I come in here and I flip it a switch and then I go this way, now I think I'm going the right way. Right? Maybe. I think. Right? Because I'm facing forward? Then we go this way. Go this way, and we go, and we go, oh gosh, I did it, okay, I figured it out. Good lord, shouldn't be this complicated, man. Like, I don't know why I'm making this so hard for myself. Okay, so now, you gotta get in here, turn the thing, you gotta click the button, and then click the button. Okay, and then it's going to transform me. So now that we have this, and we have the Belian laser, we're going to transport into Kaptar, and we're going to shoot the laser, the red laser, this time, because we did it, we figured it out. Because we're smart, as long as we have a walkthrough. Okay, we got that done. Sweet. Alright, so after you do that, you have to destroy the laser, then teleport the cart back to Hunrath and back out of the mine. And then you have to teleport back to Kaptar. And now that the dome is down here, we can use the walls in Kaptar to teleport. Okay, so we gotta set this thing up. We're gonna go back to Hunrath. Finally getting some progress. If it wasn't for the fucking minecart, I would be done already. But for some reason, the switches and the things and the stuff, it doesn't work with my brain. Okay, and now that we're here, we just back out. That way we can get out of the cart. And then we're gonna go back in the little snail house. We're gonna go back to Kaptar. Alright. Here. It's a little snail house. Mwah, I love you, snail. Okay. Back to Kaptar. then once we get there, the way that we're going to go through the edge of the dome to be able to go to the next area is we have to go back to that beginning spot where you can turn those bridges, and you have to turn it so that you can go through the wall, because one of them turns towards the edge of the dome and you couldn't do anything with that. Oh, I got so confused. It looks like it was a solid wall right there. You have to turn it back where one of the arms is... What's making that noise? Where one of the arms is facing the wall, so you can walk through the wall, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, this part is on. Okay, yeah, that's connected to the big fan thing that's down there. That's cool. We have to come up there and do something with it here in just a minute. I love the mist effect in this game. That is so good. So good. It looks amazing. It's really pretty. Because, you know, it's like most of this game doesn't have a terribly, like, realistic feel to it, but it's funny, and some of it, it's almost kind of, like, jarring that some of the effects they have in this game are very realistic. Like the guy, CW, that talks to you, that's like, you know, all the holograms and stuff like that, they look obviously like realistic people because they are people that are acting, but and then you come out into the rest of the world and it's like all these like different graphics and stuff. So what does that do? I don't know. And it's just weird because the mist looks pretty realistic, I think, especially with the light coming through it. It's really nice. Alright, so now that this is here, now I think no, this needs to be turned more. So now, do I do this? What does that do? I don't know. Let's go try this. Maybe now we go this way. Oh, we could already go that way. I'm done. Why is that sticking out like that now? I couldn't do anything else with it whenever I tried. This way. Oh, that was a lock. Okay, so now that that's down, this will face the wall, and we can teleport. This brings us into this area. Nice. Okay, so once we teleport, we have to come in here. We go to the left to the stairs and a metal bridge, which is right here. This would have been left of where we just came in. Another big machine over here. The tree. So we come up here to this metal bridge. And then we switch this lever, I think. It's the only thing up here, so go to the bridge, follow the metal platform, switch the lever, and then we have to go to the courtyard. Whoa! We got an elevator, y'all! Dang, this is so cool. So now we can get over into this area over here, which is what they're calling the courtyard. It's kind of a big hole right there. Alright, so we need the stairs. Go to here. Okay, maybe that's not the way I'm supposed to go, because it just takes us back to where we were before. So, go to the courtyard and see a path that leads downward by the teleporter. It says to follow the dock. That there's stairs that lead to... I think these were the only stairs, but I mean, I've said that before and been wrong, so let's just double check. Just gonna double check. No stairs. More stairs. Because we're supposed to get out here, and there's another teleporter. Like, back in here somewhere? Those are the only stairs I can see. can't go in there. Hold on. Oh, so yeah, this is where the big anchor thing was at that I was talking about, and it's gone now. It was saying that it's a counterweight to that, so I gotta get down in there. We need to get there. That way we can go back up and out and get over to that courtyard area. But it doesn't seem like we can do that. Gotta be missing something. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I missed the stairs completely, and this little guy had to come over here and blink to let me know where I needed to go, because I'm dumb. Ugh. Whoa. God, I'm so glad I can't fall off of stuff. Okay, so now that we've taken this, and the anchor is out of the way, we can walk up. I was thinking we needed to go down this way, and it was going to take us down somewhere down there, but we need to come up it this way. And now that the anchor is gone, because this is where the anchor was sitting, we can come up these stairs to the courtyard. Hell yeah. Nice. Okay, so you're supposed to come across the courtyard. We're looking for another transporter now. I think it's that you just have to come all the way down here. Or is that? Or walkway? This area looks different than the rest of it. I'm gonna take a look around. I just want to make sure I'm not missing it and running off to some other area I don't need to be in. I think we do have to go back this way and up onto that wooden platform area. I can't wait to go into that area. It looks so cool. Okay, we're gonna follow the stairs. Holy shit! What the fuck is that? Oh no! I hope there's not more of those around. Good God, look at the size of that thing. It looks like it was biting onto it, yeah, an anchor, and it got stuck. Oh my God. Look. Oh, it's a fish! Is these the fish or the... Lolo, I got so excited I couldn't talk. Are these the fish that they're painting on the walls and stuff? It's gotta be, right? They're shaped the same. Damn, that is insane. So, wait, was it attacking or were they catching it on purpose? Is that like a treble hook that they're using? And that's how they get their food or something? Oh, yeah, these have to be the scales from this thing. I bet they were hunting it if they had scales and they were using them to like decorate their house. That is insane. This is so cool. It's so big. Ah, I hate it. Ugh. Okay, hold on. So we're back at... Oh, so it looks like we can go through there, but let me look at my notes real quick. I think we have to go through here. Because I still haven't found a teleporter. That's what it's like, the whole next step is just to find that teleporter, and we haven't found it yet. That's crazy, they just have like giant alien fish skin hanging everywhere. It's crazy. I wish I could, kinda wish I could see one that was alive so we could see all the purple. That'd be really cool. So now we're all the way across from where we were? That looks like where we were. Okay, we're gonna keep following these stairs. And this looks like the teleporter that we need. Cool. Alright. Oh, this one doesn't have a lever. Okay, let's see where this is going to take us. I love that teleportation effect that they do. That's really, really cool. It's like it's rearranging all of the atoms. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it said that you're supposed to go through the teleporter and then you find yourself in a new place. And this is the planet where the Valayan live, I think, because it kind of looks like that. And they have a new red laser over here that we didn't have before. And lots of birds. That's cool. Okay, so on this machine, you just have to make the shape that it is look like an X. Like that, and then you push the button. And then it opens this door. Now, when I was running around before, I couldn't get to this door. Or I got to it, but I couldn't get through it. I got here, and I couldn't make my way through there. So you can't actually get down to that area from where we are right now. But it is unlocked, so that way we can go further into Marraca, I think is what this place is called. And then you're supposed to take the teleporter back. So once we go back to Kaptar, we have to leave that room and we have to turn left. And then go to the stairs. And then there's another footbridge which we can make a shortcut with. And then we need to take the elevator and go down. So said leave this room, go to the left, up these stairs, okay, go to the left down the stairs, and then go lower to the footbridge, because it was saying I think from here you can go up somewhere. Maybe I'm not to that part yet, because it looks like you can only go down right here. Yeah, see, that's gotta be what they're painting, or those big fish things everywhere. That is super, super cool. Oh, okay, and then there's another teleporter. That. I don't know where this one's gonna take us. Oh, now we're back in... Where is this? Whoa. Oh, are these the people that lived here? Yeah, they've got to be. Somebody was painting. Adventures in the Ages of Mist and Beyond. That's cool. One of the other games by this developer is called Mist. Got a piece of paper. Awry Larval Notes by CF. So this is by Farley. It takes about 3 to 5 days for a single awry larvae to change colors after being moved to a new surface. Pulsing stops immediately upon removal from Kaptar, induced by the polyarchs. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Cloning has been extremely easy, like potatoes easy. So they've been cloning them? Organics, plant fiber, yellow, bone, light yellow, awry encrustment, green, metals. Metals cause them to be different color maybe. And then tech, Mofang tech is magenta. And Valayan extrusions are near white. Stone. It's different. Yeah, sandstone is from Hunrath. Shale is from Marraca, very light blue. Granite from Kaptar, teal blue. To do, I'm curious about the effect of combining various base surface. Still a bit odd experimenting with the life forms. The light they emit is handy given our limited supply of diesel fuel. Actually, I'm going to see if that'll turn over. It doesn't. Okay. So, I know it said that there's a note on the table. Yeah, so there's that note on the table, and there's supposed to be a journal near the bed. Aww. Wonder if any of the kids, Scarlet or anyone, if they belonged to Farley. She's a really good painter. That's not the journal. There we go. Alright. Wow, she has way better handwriting than the mayor did. The Valayan, I can't find the words. It's such a foreign life cycle. Or perhaps not. They launch themselves across the expanses of space, preserved for eons until at last their technological arcs can hone in and carry them to a new home. They have no connection with their predecessors, but in spite of this, perhaps because of this, they have amazing recollections of their history. Their stories are epic, reaching back through the eons. Unlike many of us who were abducted, they were abducted as a whole. Their scoop moved out an entire facility that was about to be annihilated. I've come to believe that they, perhaps more than any of us, have a deeper understanding of whatever the strange system is that we find ourselves in. I need to write this down. We buried Ian today? This place never really agreed with her, kept to herself mostly, depressed and downcast. Anyway, I digress. I stayed after the brief words were spoken. I was the last to leave. I wandered to the dome, as I often do, and looked out at the undulating Saurian weirdness beyond the cell wall. So we are on Sauria. Movement caught my eye. Now on very rare occasions we've seen Mofang scrambling about in the distance, but there have been fewer and fewer sightings over the years. But before me was a tall, haggard Mofang running desperately, almost directly towards me from one of the distant structures. I still can't tell the gender, got closer and closer. I thought it would see me and stop or turn around or be curious about this strange dome and our world inside it, but it continued running quickly, almost directly to my position. I was frozen in place with curiosity until my reflexes took over, and at the last moment, I leapt out of the way. But rather than hit the dome and fall backward or come through into Hunrath, the dome flashed its familiar tone, and the Mofang vanished. I was stunned for a bit, but I retrieved my wits and stepped into the dome myself to quickly get to the other side. After getting through, I immediately turned around and saw the Mofang outside, on the other side of the dome, still running away from whatever it feared, but as if it had no sense of passing around the dome. As surprising as the event was, it did serve to settle a few things in my mind. I always wondered how no one on Earth noticed what had replaced this chunk of Arizona we have here. I've got to vent. Again, there were those who argue with me. Over and over I demonstrate that in almost every case. Whatever the process was that brought us here, it occurred at a pivotal moment. They tell our stories and they still can't admit that the abduction actually saved each of us. All of us. What is it in human nature that grasps so strongly to the past that we blame our saviors for stealing it from us? Okay, just one more vent before bed. If each of us was individually saved from something, then maybe all of us were corporeally saved from something larger. Can we really be sure what's left? And this, the arrivers come from various places and times. Sarah got here almost 15 years ago from the year 2055, and Vizio got here 2.5 years ago from 1942. What does that mean? Time here is shuffled and chaotic compared to Earth. What state is Earth in right now? When is Earth right now? It's 3:15 a.m. and I feel compelled to journal this craziness after spending most of yesterday mediating with the Arai and then most of this evening discussing the nature of these words with CW. I had just a sip of infamous Hunrath hooch and collapsed in my chair. Well, I just awoke from a dream. I'm not one who puts a lot of credibility in dreams, but maybe the Arai were able to move something in me to understand. Or possibly, because of the intense discussion, my subconscious mind was triggered to be able to sort out some logical connections. Or perhaps it was the hooch. The dream. I was tending a garden, an immense garden, and it wasn't for food or flowers, it was just about the health of the garden. I kept working and working to control it and contain it and make it healthier, but the garden seemed to fight me at every turn, and after what seemed like days of work, I finally gave up in frustration, and as I stood there, doing nothing, the garden flourished before my eyes, growing and spreading in every direction, because I realized the system that the plants were based on was not about me shaping and controlling. The natural system of plants is healthier when they're out of control, when they're free to spread and intermingle and cross-pollinate and mutate. Now, from a human point of view, that may not provide what I want. I get smaller fruit and smaller flowers and untidiness, but from the point of the view of the plants, they grow stronger and much more resilient and resistant. The more they are scattered, the higher their odds of surviving. And now that I contemplate, I realize that even the individual plants and seeds may not appreciate the benefit of what's happening. They're torn far from their origins, forced into situations that seem extreme, possibly even destroyed by these new environments. But for the seeds that survive, the seeds that survive, now that's where real growth, strength, and abundance comes from. It's so beautiful and terrifying. Beyond the beauty of it all is a system and structure that defies understanding. Okay, what if this is all a natural process? There are signs of something behind it all, but well-hidden signs. So, well, if I look at all of this, the cell, the tree, the water, the seeds, the hub, the health, even the abductions, well, there seems to be a grand system, or plan. The plan doesn't take me into account. It is unemotionally intent on the health of something much bigger. That may hurt my feelings, but, well, what am I in the entire scheme of the universe? I have no idea what, if anything, might have put this process into motion, but that is irrelevant. Tomorrow I will talk with CW. He could be swayed from his battery plan. I really don't journal much. Didn't look like it. I came here to write this down because I am distraught. As I contemplate the plan that I have set in motion, I realize that I have become the destroyer of worlds. I sat down to write, to seek some cathartic tranquilization, and I realized the last thing I journaled was some esoterically beautiful philosophy about letting this garden grow. Not so reaffirming or calming. But nevertheless, here is my reasoning, because I must write this down. Simply, it is us or them. Complexity, if this is some kind of garden and we're the plants or seeds or whatever, well, some of us have gotten together and decided that we're the better choice to survive, if the others have unilaterally decided that we all won't survive. I am more fit, damn it. This is not me. I want to be calm and garden, or ungarden, or grow, or... What gives one species the right to destroy another species? Who gets to choose? Do I just lay down and die because the more aggressive species thinks they're better, more powerful? What brutal scale do I use to measure the good of some against the life of others? Does love ever destroy in order to help more survive, to help love itself survive? Does that even make sense? Can I kill because I think it will bring about more love? What if I'm not even capable of understanding the situation of hate versus love? Maybe I am the hater. Do I generate this love delusion to help me maintain my sanity in light of the choice I've made? My God, it's too much. If these are just my walls of delusion, then I choose to live within them. I am a seed, scattered by the wind, but I will not simply be trampled. I will kick and scream and survive. May God have mercy on my soul. Damn, so that was from Farley talking about building up to the fight that they had. Man, that was crazy. That was some excellent writing on the part of the devs. That was really pretty, some of that. Alright, so now that we've read the journal, we're supposed to go down the long corridor past the teleporter, and then we have to go to the right, which leads to the bleeder. Okay. So let's see if we can figure out where we are. This is going to be a long episode, guys. We're almost to the point of where I wanted to stop. So once we get to this last little bit, then we'll save going to Marley for the next episode. And that was weird. The light just changed all of a sudden. Oh, whoa, damn, so when we opened this, it covered that right up and we had no idea. Dang, that is so cool! I guess we could have walked in and shut the door, but I mean, you never really think to do that, you know? Alright, so now that we're here, enter the mine and go to the left. So we gotta enter the mine, which is right up here. So the mine little shaft is talking about is this one down here that we've been in before. So we gotta come in and go through this way. We've been this way before. And then it was telling us that we're supposed to go back down here. So the next step is to take this teleporter to go to Marley. I think it's Marley anyway. But I think I'm going to save that for the next episode. So like I said, this is kind of a long one. I'm sorry. It took me longer to figure stuff out than I thought. But yeah, that was really exciting. We went to an alien planet. We opened up some teleporters, opened up some new shortcuts and pathways and things like that. So that was really, really cool. And we're learning more about the history of what happened and how this dome that exists, even though we don't have the Mofang laser going at it, that no one knows that we're here. The Mofang outside of the dome don't even know that we exist. They just go in one side and out the other, just like we use it to teleport within the dome. So it's going to be really interesting finding out the rest of this story. This is the bleeder, by the way. That's the machine that we read instructions on in one of the last episodes, how it's attached to the dome from the inside. That's why it looks like it disappears. So we'll have to find out more about that and go to Marley in the next episode. So thanks for hanging out. Give me a like, leave a comment, give me a suggestion on another game that you'd like to see me play, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Bye!